Despite its significance, I would have preferred not to be here in court.
Amber Heard and Johnny Depp have been fighting legal battles for years now, and as their legal battles progress, it is slowly becoming clear that Johnny Depp will get the justice he deserves. Recently, Johnny Depp got another win in a Virginia court after the judge denied Amber's requests. So what was Depp's win exactly, and how did it come to be? Let me break it down for you. As you already know, Johnny Depp met Amber Heard in 2009 on the set of The Rum Diaries, where he was starring as Paul Kemp while Amber was playing the role of Chenault. Their relationship began in early 2012, and by April 2014, they got engaged. They later on had a private marriage ceremony in 2015. However, their marriage was filled with so much turmoil, and by May 2016, barely 1 year after they got married, Amber Heard filed for divorce, which was accompanied by a restraining order against the Oscar-nominated actor. When getting the restraining order, Amber claimed that Depp had been abusive during their relationship, and at the time of filing for the divorce, he had thrown his phone at her, leaving her with bruises. All these accusations made by Amber were proven false by a police spokesman who testified to having responded to her call and found that no crime had taken place. Depp also denied the accusations made by Amber and claimed that she was attempting to secure a premature financial resolution by alleging abuse. In August 2016, a $7 million settlement was reached, and Heard received the money, which she pledged to donate to charity. After their divorce was finalized in 2017, people thought this whole issue between Amber and Depp was completely settled. The two had even released a press statement together, but that was not the end of their legal battles, since Amber decided to continue the battle in December 2018 when she wrote an op-ed piece for the Washington Post saying that she was abused. In the op-ed, Amber wrote, "I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out." Depp's name was not mentioned anywhere in the op-ed, but it was not hard to figure out who Amber was referring to, and ever since the article, Johnny Depp has become the object of public hate, and many people stopped associating with him. He even lost some of his roles in major films. And in 2019, Depp decided to sue Heard for $50 million for defamation over the article. But by this time, many people, including media outlets, had already formed a negative attitude towards Depp.
Basically, I had a pretty nasty injury. The first bottle went just past my ear, and the second one was a larger bottle, and she threw it from about this distance.
This is what led to an article published by The Sun in 2018, which labeled Depp as a WB. Depp filed a suit against The Sun, but the court ruled that The Sun was correct in reporting that Depp was violent towards his ex-wife, Amber Heard. Judge Nicole, who presided over the case, said, "Taking all the evidence together, I accept that she was the victim of sustained and multiple assaults by Mr. Depp in Australia." Depp's legal team tried to appeal, but the appeal was denied. The defamation suit said that Heard is not a victim of domestic abuse. She is a perpetrator, and her allegations were part of an elaborate hoax to generate positive publicity. This suit is still going on in the US, and so far, the judges presiding over the suit are ruling in favor of Johnny Depp. With all the new evidence coming up, it is clear that Amber Heard might lose the legal battle, and to avoid that, Amber Heard's lawyers have tried everything to get the court to toss out the defamation suit and adopt the ruling of the UK libel case. Giving full effect to the UK judgments necessitates a finding that statements in the op-ed published in the Washington Post are true. Mr. Depp committed domestic violence against Miss Heard on many occasions, causing her to fear for her life. Therefore, as a matter of law, Depp cannot prevail on any of his claims, and Depp's complaint against Miss Heard should be dismissed in its entirety. Amber's lawyers Elaine Bredhoft and Woods Rogers stated in a filing that was submitted to Fairfax County docket in April 2013. In fact, in a recent ruling from the bench, Judge Penny Ascarte refused Amber Heard's lawyers to petition the Virginia Supreme Court to weigh in on the legal issues at the core of her last attempt to dismiss the case. Essentially, the attorneys wanted the state's high court to tackle whether case law supports their connection that the court should embrace the findings from a United Kingdom court that Depp abused his ex-wife on a dozen occasions. This would have ended the Virginia case, which is based upon Depp's charge that Heard defamed him by describing herself as a domestic abuse survivor. Heard subsequently filed a counterclaim charging that Depp orchestrated a smear campaign campaign against her by repeatedly accusing her of perjury and being a hoax artist. Her lawsuit demands $100 million in damages. The trial is set for spring 2022. Some legal facets of the case, for example, whether Depp is barred from relitigating issues covered in the UK, have not been fully decided, Heard's lawyer Elaine Bredhoft argued, but Depp's attorney, Ben Chu of Brown Rutnick LLP, asked the court to deny the motion. He pointed out that in August, Judge Penny handed down a 10-page opinion rejecting the argument that the libel case should be dismissed because of the UK ruling. The court is not persuaded by the defendant's argument that plaintiff had a full and fair opportunity to litigate the UK action. Defendant was not a part in the UK action and was not treated as one because she was not named a defendant. She was not subject to the same discovery rules applicable to named parties. In fact, defendant could not have been named a defendant to the UK litigation because her allegedly defamatory statements were made after the UK action commenced. Judge Penny wrote and then continued, defendant argues she was in privy with the Sun because they both had the same interest in the case. However, for privity to exist, defendant's interest in the case must be so identical with the Sun's interest such that the Sun's representation of its interest is also a representation of the defendant's legal right. In her recent ruling, Judge Penny ticked through each legal standard required to send the case to the Virginia Supreme Court and concluded that the case didn't qualify. Depp's lawyer Ben Chu added that the judge's decision did not appear to be a close call. It might come as a surprise to many, but this is not the only time that Amber's requests have been thrown out by a Virginia judge. Earlier in January, Judge Bruce White tossed Heard's request to be declared immune from civil liability stemming from the same op-ed she wrote in the Washington Post. Each of the 8 statements Depp reportedly made through his attorneys imply that Miss Heard lied and perjured herself when she appeared before a court in 2016 to obtain a temporary restraining order against Mr. Depp, White wrote. Moreover, they imply that she has lied about being a victim of domestic violence. He then added, this court finds that the statements contain the requisite sting for an actionable defamation claim. Though found 5 of the 8 statements at an issue are barred by the 1-year statute of limitations since they arise from statements made in separate publications on separate dates and by different people. The judge also tossed Heard's claims under the Virginia Computer Crimes Act, in which she claimed Depp, either directly or through his agents, launched a nationwide campaign to discredit Heard. The pleading fails to demonstrate that the social media accounts communicated obscene language, suggested obscene acts, or threatened illegal or immoral acts, White wrote. Rather, Depp texted statements privately to which of his friends, and Miss Heard has not alleged that Mr. Depp intended for her to see them. It's so refreshing to see these recent victories in Depp's defamation suit. It seems that the legal battle is finally headed in the right direction, and soon, Johnny Depp will get the justice he deserves while Amber pays for her crimes. Now, I would love to know what you think. Is Depp going to win this defamation suit? Let us know in the comments section below.